Hello, can you see me? See me? Oh, interesting.
Hello, Cindy.
I'm
Oh, lightning.
not sure about this computer.
Oh no. Are you having connection problems?
Can you see?
Yeah, I hear you. Are you having connection problems?
Start video.
Oh no. Your practice sounded so good too.
Can you see me?
No, did you open your video yet?
It won't click video.
Yeah, it says to ask you to turn on your video. Oh, there you go. What do you think? I didn't hear you. I know we're still recording. Hopefully she'll be back. I think she's having connection problems there. A little bit about here is it is thunder and lightning. We're under a tornado watch and I am right here at a window. So we'll give Cindy just a minute to see if she can come back on. And hopefully we can have a meet the teacher with Cindy Bennett. Oh, she's got such a cute picture.
Hey, can you
Hey.
see? This is much better, but I'm using my iPad.
Wow, well, you are the queen of the iPad group.
But you can't see me, right?
No, but I can see that cute picture of you.
Okay, I gotta figure out, okay.
There you are.
Hello, there I am.
Oh,
So-
saved by the iPad again.
Again, well, I hadn't brought my computer, but I didn't bring the phone, the cord to it, the charger.
Okay. Are you ready to go live and we can tell everybody what's going on?
Yeah, I'm just setting up I have to figure out how to set this up. Okay, I got it.
We can wait another minute if you want.
Okay, this is my tried and true iPad stand is another computer.
I just bought an iPad stand and I haven't tried it yet.
It's
I should though because the video is so much better.
Okay. What? Yeah, hold on one second.
Oh no.
Now I got my son trying to get my attention here. Okay, so I don't like how I had it all set up. I was so excited.
Aw.
Okay, I'm gonna get my AirPods. Can you wait 1 second?
Of course.
I'm gonna hook up my AirPods because they sound better in this room. It's kind of echoey.
Sure. It's okay. I forgot to get my YouTube up so I could see the chat box.
I might have to sign off and sign back in.
Okay, let me know.
Ready? All right, so I need to get my.
That picture is so cute of you.
Oh, you can still see me. Okay.
I can only see the picture now.
I can hear you now.
I was watching
the storm on TV, just I love my iPad. I love you, iPad.
I know, right?
All right.
Okay, you
I
ready?
guess we're ready. Yeah. All right. Is it on?
Not yet.
Okay.
At least I know how to do it now, though. It doesn't take me 6 hours. Although you will get all of this stuff before. Remember? Okay.
You're gonna send it to me, right?
Going live. Yep. Well, you'll have the minutes beforehand. Let's see. It should come up on my iPad here shortly.
Oh, it says live on YouTube on mine.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's pull it up on my iPad. Here we are.
Awesome.
Okay, so hello, hello everybody in YouTube land. I'm Kasie Oswald. Welcome to my channel. And I am here with Cindy Bennett, who is nice enough to let me interview her today. We have had kind of a crazy little start here between I am under a tornado watch and the weather is horrible outside. And Cindy, you want to tell them what just happened and what has saved?
So do I look sideways? I'm gonna turn it
You
this way.
are like portrait.
Oh, that's so much better. Yeah. Okay. I love my iPad. All right. Awesome. Only problem is it needs to go up a little bit. So pardon my technical difficulties here.
But it was either this or nothing, guys. She was on the computer and the connection kept going on and off, and
yep.
iPad has saved us again.
Yes, this is the nature of this business, okay? So I was at home and I did my classes. I did several classes this morning. The only thing about doing it this way is the way I look. I want to look, the right way at the camera.
Yeah.
But I did my classes, I took a shower, and something happened to our electricity. And so our electricity went out. So I had to, I was planning on coming to the school anyway. So I packed up my stuff, but I forgot my computer charger to my laptop that I've been using. It's actually my husband's laptop. And so I was going to do then I have a computer at the school. So I'm setting all that up. It looked really good, but I don't think something with the internet, it wasn't working. So then I had to pull out my iPad at the last minute.
And it worked. And for those of us that teach at VIPKID, Cindy has an iPad group, and we'll let her tell you about it later. But it's kind of interesting that she had to use her iPad today. So.
I had it set up. I was going to look at the questions on the side, and then I was going to use the computer. So now I'm questionless. So
for Facebook or for YouTube land, so we have 3 rounds in the Meet the Teacher. The first round is some questions that I've sent to Cindy already. The second one is if we have some questions in the chat, the fire round. So that's from all of you, the viewers. I do have a couple of questions just in case. This is kind of a different time for people to be on here watching. So, and then the last round are 3 questions that I'm going to ask every teacher for their interviews. All right, okay. Are you ready to get started?
I think I'm ready. I'm a little, yeah, I'm ready.
A little flustered from the start?
A little flustered.
Okay. Whew.
Yeah.
All right, so can you tell us about yourself? We'll start with an easy one.
Okay, that's a hard one, actually. Okay, so my name is Cindy Bennett, and I also do have a YouTube channel, and I do VIPKID, and I do, I'm starting some knitting videos, so I'm kind of excited about that. And then I have 13 children, and so I've raised, my youngest is 12, so I've raised all of those kids and learned a few things that way about being a mom. I also teach I went to college to be a math teacher.
Mhm.
So I enjoy math, numbers, and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Good. Yes, 13 babies. I love listening to her about her family and seeing them on
Thank you.
Facebook and everything. I love it.
Thank you.
So what was your why for starting in VIP Kid?
Okay, that's a good question. Well, I teach in a Christian school, which if you're familiar, especially up in the north, a lot of the Christian schools do not pay a lot. It's a ministry. It's a
Mhm.
ministry. We try to make it available, at a lower price so kids can come, so money's not an issue for them.
Mhm.
So, and I do have 4 kids in school right now. So I basically teach so they can go to school. And so I wanted a little extra money. But since I go to school and I teach, I didn't know. I kind of had been looking around, and then on my Facebook must have known about it because I kept seeing this ad for VIP Kid, and all you need is a 4-year degree. And
Uh-huh.
so I thought, well, I'll try it. I really didn't know anybody who did it. I just saw the ad, and I just was really surprised at the world that I found
Yeah.
behind that ad.
Did you think it was a scam at all? Were you worried
Yes.
about it
Oh,
or
yes.
yeah.
Because I didn't know anybody in real life, and I had
Mhm.
watched the YouTube videos. And what happened to me was I started the process, and I figured whenever they tell me pay this number, then I'll reevaluate.
Uh-huh.
And I was really close. I kept doing the little steps to get one step after the other, and I
Uh-huh.
still didn't know anybody in real life that did it. And then I was on a Frugal Family web Facebook group, and somebody mentioned the company, and another lady replied. And so I just private messaged her, and I said, tell me more. And so she kind of, we Skyped a little bit, and I was
Mhm.
scared to death to Skype her. Like I didn't even want to give her my email address because I was like, this is just so weird. So I finally got up the nerve to Skype her, and then we talked, and I'm like, she's just a normal person like me. And so she was a teacher doing the same thing. And when I finally got to the point where I had to sign the contract, I'm like, are you sure it's okay to give them my license?
Yeah.
Like, she's like, well, I did it.
Mhm.
I hope it's okay. Like, we all know that it's a little faith. It takes a step of faith to
Yeah.
do it, and to say, well, they probably can find out information from me
Yeah.
about me.
Yeah.
Even
I
if
looked
I
somebody
don't
up
give
today
it
and
to.
it gave me their address, a picture of their house, everything, and I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
so
So we did it, and it is real. I do get money in my bank account every week now, so that's pretty awesome.
oh, you do weekly.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm monthly.
Yeah, I do weekly, so
Okay.
I like it that way.
Good. How long have you been with VIP Kid?
Okay, so I will be 2 years May 31st. So I'm
Great.
coming up to my 2-year anniversary. It's hard to believe. It seems like just yesterday I started this, but
Yeah. I know
yeah.
I keep saying I'm a newbie, but I'm 6 months in. I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
quite the newbie anymore with, you know, I don't know
Yeah.
when newbie starts, but let's
Yeah.
see. I think you've already answered this, but are you or were you a brick and mortar teacher?
Yes. Yes. I went to school right after high school. I did my 4 years college, but then I taught for a couple years, and then I had kids, and I was home for like 20 years, and we homeschooled and all that stuff. So, and then this is my 7th year back into, what they call brick and mortar school. I never called it brick and mortar before VIP
I know.
Kid.
I think of that every time I say it. I'm like, since when do I call it this? But
It sounds kind of weird, BM school, but
yeah.
B and M school.
Yes, I think so too. So, do you consider yourself tech savvy, and what kind of technology do you use in your classroom?
Oh, that's good. No, I am not tech savvy. The computer that I have my iPad setting up on is the computer I started VIPKID with, which is a really older computer. And then I realized that when I hooked up to China, it wasn't going to work. That's why, but I had seen in one of the videos that you should have your computer and you should have an iPad right next to it, so that just in case. And I kept going to the iPad because the iPad seemed to be more reliable because I had an older computer.
Right.
And so I used the iPad for the first like the first year I used exclusively my iPad.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. But it was great because I would have it set up and I would just have it on a stand. I would walk into the classroom, press the button, I'm in the class. There's no like computer updating, no waiting to put in your password, all that kind of stuff. So it really was reliable and I loved it. The only thing I missed was, everybody talked about the AR stickers and people want to use ManyCam or Cam Twist and Google Slides. And so that's what got me to thinking I wanted to use a computer, but I still haven't even gotten there yet. I use Google Slides on my phone, but I don't have it on my computer yet. I'm still having computer problems.
That's the way I am. I use Google Slides on my phone and I just show it every time, keep showing.
Yeah.
So good.
Yeah.
Let's see. So did I already tell everybody that over here is my iPad with questions? So I keep coming over here to look. Evelyn Joy said, hey, Cindy, you amaze me. Moms and teachers are amazing and you do both.
Thank you.
Evelyn said she was worried that it was a scam too. And she said, that's why I don't put my last name on YouTube or Facebook so people can't Google my address.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They find out though. I know your last name, Evelyn.
I do too.
Just watch a couple videos. But it's hard, but that's the world we live in. I mean, it's kind of scary, but
yeah,
it is
our
what it
information's
is.
out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when my kids first wanted to do Facebook, my older kids, my oldest was almost 18 when Facebook came out. Oh. And so I was like, no, absolutely not. You cannot do that. I mean, I really cried about it. I didn't want them doing it. And, but they convinced me that was okay. And I said, okay, you can have a Facebook account, but you have to give me your password. And I want to be able to check it and all that stuff. But that didn't last very long either because I had 13 kids. I don't have time to keep check, and recheck.
Especially the 18-year-old.
So, yeah. And so, it just kind of, but it's kind of funny because the ones that really wanted it, they're very rarely on Facebook. Like I do Facebook way more than they do.
Yeah.
And so, they kind of realize, okay, I don't want everybody knowing every little detail of my life. But we do have like a family group just for our family. And it's just our immediate family. Nobody else is allowed in it. It's a private group on Facebook. And so we can share private things just between us, which that's kind of fun, so then it doesn't have to be, so they know like if it's something just for the family, they put it on there. We laugh about it. Like the little kid is taking a bath or something, and we can see it, but nobody else can see it. So that's kind of fun.
When my son was 11, he went to the Little League World Series in Williamsport and his information was like all over. And I was like, oh, but we got through it. We learned from it.
Yeah.
So yeah, your information gets out there. All right, let's see. What does your VIPKID schedule look like?
That's a good question. Because I'm not full-time. So I actually want to make a video about people who do VIPKID part-time. Yeah. Because when I first started for VIPKID, I was really looking for a summer job, make some extra money in the summer, maybe put it in the bank and save it for during the school year. Yeah. And so I started, like, I'm coming up to 2 years in May. So I started in May and I tried to get things rolling. So all summer I was doing whatever classes I could, like open up Friday night. If they open, I teach them. And I wasn't getting booked for every single slot right away. And
Yeah.
so I really worked hard at building up a client base. And then when the school year started, I didn't want to just go cold turkey, no VIPKID. And I knew I was going to, part of it is keeping some regulars throughout the year. And so during the summer, I do as much as I can. I only do Friday night and Saturday night, and sometimes I don't do those. So I try to do mostly mornings during the summer. And then during the school year, I do 2 or 3 each weekday. Friday night, Saturday morning, I'll do 5 or 6 classes, and Saturday night. And Sunday morning, I'll do 3 or 4. So I do about 30 classes per week, 25 to 30 per week. Yeah.
Right.
And, but if like if something comes up, I don't do a Friday night, like we have a basketball tournament coming up, I will keep my slots closed, you know, and stuff like that. But I don't do any overnights and that kind of stuff.
So this is off script, but doesn't it make you feel bad when you have them closed and somebody sends you priority booking and like, oh, or are you just over that because you've been there for 2 years?
No, because like last week I said, okay, I'm only doing priority bookings. And then I do, like for Friday and Saturday, I started to do only priority bookings, and then I'll only have 2. And then I'm like, okay, if I do short notice, I could get 2 or 3 short notice too, you know, and I think I want to take the night off and only do 2, but then I want to do more. So like this week, I have a lot of new students, which is cool. Yeah.
That's why I have 7 tonight.
That's
I had
a
4
lot,
booked and I was like, I'll just open 1 more. Ooh, short notice. 1 more. Ooh, short notice. Okay, stop. 1 more.
Yeah. It gets addicting. That's what happened. I have a video about what it's like to be a first, you know, a new VIPKID teacher, especially if you are able to teach anytime and you're opening it wide out. You're just like checking your phone.
I still do.
Yeah. So
6 months in and I'm still like,
yeah, I'm kind of like now most of my slots get priority booked.
okay.
And if they cancel, I'll open it short notice. So my short notices are filling up, but that part of that is because of what's going on in China right now.
Yeah.
That might not last forever. Once they start school, it may slow down.
Right. Now,
because they might get busy.
The latest rumor is March. Did you see that?
Oh my goodness.
That's
No, I did
the
not.
latest rumor. So is that Dunkin' Donuts? Oh, you're making me feel like I need to go back home.
Oh, look at this. Yeah.
Wow. Guys, I'm from where Cindy's from, so I miss her.
Yeah.
I miss the area.
Yeah, and we were like 1 hour away from each other this Christmas.
At Christmas, we almost got to meet up, but things just kept going. It was so busy.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's see. Oh, what is a challenge as a VIPKID teacher that you have had to overcome?
I don't know. Everything I've done. Okay.
I have a guess because I would think
you probably know me better than I know me.
No, I think anyone that has another job besides VIPKID, I think sleep has to be a huge factor.
Oh, yeah.
I think that has to be,
especially at the beginning. I could not sleep. That's the other thing. I could not sleep because I kept thinking I'd sleep through my alarm. Oh my word. Yeah, that was hard. But the thing is, I have been in my house serving my family for 25 years, and it's what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. But this kind of gives me, I just feel so like, wow, I can do this. Like, I just can't believe that I'm doing this. I just love it so much. And every time there's a obstacle, it's an opportunity to learn something new.
Yeah.
So like yesterday, I learned how to screen record on my computer. That might seem small to some people, but I was really like, wow, I figured it out. So
I don't even know, like using your webcam to record?
It's you press Windows G, and then you get a gaming thing that pops up, and you can press record. And I didn't want to get my student's face in it. So then I figured out how to size it.
look at you.
And so I took the video. So that one, that is in my video, the last video that I made about the funny one, the funny day when I threw Mike up and his pants fell off. So.
That was so funny. I watched that one afterwards and I was laughing. I even called my husband over and we watched it a second time. I'm like, look at her face. Yeah, guys, go check out that video. It's hilarious.
I wasn't gonna post. Yeah, I wasn't gonna post part of the video, but then I'm like, they've got to see this. They've got to see how. I mean, I laughed so hard. You know, sometimes you just start laughing and you can't stop. And the thing was, the mom was laughing. Like I could hear her laughing. And it was just such a healing moment.
Yeah. Because,
you know, everybody's so tense right now.
Yeah.
And just being able to laugh and connect like that, it just brings tears to my eyes. It was weird. It was weird, but dumb, but
it was funny.
It was hilarious.
You guys have to check it out.
It was just such a good moment. It just felt so good. I just wanted to hug Mom. We just laughed so hard. And the kid, I taught him before, he could talk. He could read really well, but he just didn't want to. So then I was like, okay, I'll perform for you.
And lo and behold, okay, we shouldn't give too much away. Go check the video out. It's hilarious. Okay, so how do you, now I know the answer to this because I've done lives with you before, but how do you handle tough kiddos or distracted kiddos? What kind of things do you do?
Okay. One thing I do is try to find something they're interested in. Like, you know, sometimes I'll say, do you like dogs? Do you like cats? Things like, you know, animals. What's your favorite animal? I was doing weather with one girl and she said she liked rain. So you go with it.
Yeah, she can come to my house right now.
And so, you know, you just find out what they're interested in. And I try to go off topic, you know, and just try to connect with them and just kind of keep fishing for something that they connect with and that they enjoy. And then you've got it, you know, and then you just kind of run with it. I have a lot of props around my desk is a mess.
Mine
so
too.
I can grab just about anything.
Kelly told me I was brave for taking a picture and sending it to you guys last time. So we have an extra person in our chat. Let us know who's there. Tell us hello so we know. And Laura H. Hey, Laura.
Hello, Laura.
Evelyn Joy, are you talking about me when I called you out during my live this morning? I'm not sure. Okay, so a couple more questions. Oh, well, we know you're a YouTuber, and we're going to have to post your link below. But you want to give them how to find you on YouTube, and then we'll post it in the descriptions later?
If you do youtube.com and then Cindy Bennett 13. You should get to my channel, or just Cindy Bennett.
You know, I have no idea how to get to mine other than my link.
Yeah, well, when you get 100 subscribers, you can change it.
Oh, I'm at 91.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like I'm almost a big girl now.
I'm slowly climbing up. So if anybody's watches this, I'm really looking for some really good. I want some subscribers, and I want people that maybe want to comment on my videos.
Yeah. Me too. I'm
looking for friends. I'm really lonely.
And it's so much fun to do these lives and to talk to you guys back and forth, and it's just been great. So Laura and Evelyn, and not sure if that's like me, the other person in the chat, if you guys have any questions for Cindy, please put them below. And we'll get to those in just a minute here. Do you have, besides the one that we just sent everybody to your video, do you have a favorite teaching moment or favorite teaching funny story?
Yeah, that's it. That's my funniest one.
I mean, if you want to tell them.
I have another one. I didn't make a video on. I could go back and make a video on this one, but my little boy, I haven't taught him in a long time. He was level 1 and we were playing the throw the paper, you know, I just took a piece of paper, crumpled it up and throw. And I was throwing it right at the camera. And so he decided he would do the same thing. So he took a piece of paper, crumpled it up. His mother was on the phone. So she didn't, you know, she just figured he was busy. He was fine. I could hear her talking. And all of a sudden he threw it at the screen and then he went down to pick it up and he conked his head on the table. And then he pulled his head up and I could see a little cut right on the side of his eye. And I felt really bad. And, you know, you can't do anything about it. And the mother's on the phone. And I'm like, what do I do now? It wasn't actually bleeding, dripping, but so then he saw it in the screen. So then he's like, Mom. And so she comes over, she looks at it. She slapped this huge Band-Aid on it. Like this. He could hardly open his eye. But he just kept right on going. He just kept right on going like nothing ever happened. It was hilarious.
So level 1, so 5, 6 years old maybe?
Yeah.
Cute.
He was adorable. I taught him a few times, but I haven't seen him in a while.
You did tell me about that story because I remember telling you that I had one fall off his stool. I felt so bad. Stand up, sit down. I'm like,
yeah. And I just thought, wow, you know, you don't ever think of that could happen, you know, during a video class.
Right. All right. So the fire round.
Oh, I have one more thing.
Please go ahead.
Way back at the beginning, this might be helpful for other people too. Way back at the beginning, I did have a boy that had gone to use the bathroom. And when he came back, he didn't have any pants on. So he came back and he was kind of dancing around a little bit and then he sat down. And then I just went on with the lesson, you know, because I'm like, I'm a mom. I don't really care.
Yeah.
You know, but after I got done with the lesson, I'm like, you know, they're not going to want to have that video on record, you know?
Right.
So I went ahead and put in a ticket and I told them what happened. And they sent me the nicest note back and they're like, I'm sorry this happened to you. I'm like, it didn't affect me in any way. He's a little kid. But they were like, you know, if this ever happens, you know, and they gave me steps and everything. And he's a little kid. He wasn't a big kid trying to do anything. He was just a little kid. But the thing was, the next class, I opened the camera. The dad was sitting in the big chair like this. The little kid was sitting right in front of him.
Oh, no.
So I had to do the next class with dad's face right there. That was a little intimidating for a level 1. With, you know, that was a little weird. But you know, just so you know that VIPKID does not expect you to teach through inappropriate stuff. Like if the kid continues and he's misbehaving and it's, you know, because I've seen a lot of bad things on like, what do I do with this? What do I do with that? Just send in a ticket. You know, they do respect the teachers.
Yeah.
So
I just had to send in a ticket for a little sister running through the camera every 2 seconds.
Yeah, because it's
and I'm like, she's little.
Yeah.
But they don't want that on video. So
right.
And VIPKID wrote back, thank you. We erased the footage. And that was it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Because I was thinking they might black out just that section, but I think they said they just took the video out.
Yeah. Good.
You know.
It works.
Yeah.
Okay, so I had a couple of questions for you. Okay, I know that you are an admin to your iPad group or the creator of your iPad group.
Yeah.
Did I look today at 2,000 people in that group?
2,300, I think we're up to.
Whoa,
yeah.
That is amazing. So how did you get started? And
I think I just thought of it at the right time because I was on some other groups. And I thought when I first started that they didn't really want us to use an iPad. So I was kind of doing it incognito. Like it's working for me and I didn't want to tell anyone.
Right.
But then I saw that Nancy Taylor used her iPad when she was traveling. And I saw other videos that people did use their iPads for traveling. And I was using it every day for hundreds of classes. And there were specific things that you needed to know.
Yeah.
So my friend Micah, that's on the weight loss group, he's the first one I mentioned it to, because he asked me to be the second admin in his group. And so we would talk back and forth a little bit, way back when we only had like 20 people. And I said, I think we need an iPad group. He's like, try it, you know?
Yeah.
So I tried it and I said, do you think you'd join? He's like, sure, I'll join, you know? So, and it's just funneled in. And I know of one other person that tried to create the iPad group, but I think mine has gotten to a size where it's the one that comes up when people start searching.
Yeah.
And
it's got
they
great
seem to like
information.
it. Yeah, they seem to like it. And it's just kind of grown. It was just a thought. And I just thought, instead of everybody going on every which group and talking about the iPad, just have a specific group for the iPad users.
Yeah.
And many times people think, oh, I'll have an iPad for a backup. Then just today, a lady went on and she's like, how do I get into the class? They don't know you have to have the HD app. So I keep saying that you have to load the HD app, even if it's just for a backup. So it's good for that. It's good for that, because if it's an emergency and you have a question about the iPad, you can go on there and somebody will be ready there to answer a question. So it's kind of cool.
Especially with a group of 2,300, somebody's usually on there checking. So
yeah, there's a few people that are really diligent about answering questions. So
I told you which one I was gonna start, and I'm starting it. So I will keep you posted on it.
Okay.
But I
met another lady. I met another lady that she has a daughter that teaches VIPKID. So she's like, we should start a group for mothers and daughters.
Aw.
So maybe we'll try that. I don't know how many there are.
I mentioned on one we should start an empty nester group, and everyone was like, yes.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I'll never be able to join that group.
Sometimes I'm like, woo, empty nester, whatever I want to do. And other times I'm like, oh, I want my kids.
I know.
Like a little roller coaster.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see. Okay, my little sticky notes of questions. So if you want to answer this, how is your step back going?
Oh man, yeah.
Uh-oh, you need to go walk.
Really good. Yesterday I forgot my watch at home, and I got to the school. I usually do a lot of walking around here during the day. I'll go up and down the stairs or around the hallways and stuff like that. I'm glad you mentioned that, because I forgot about it with all the snow and everything. But it's so far so good. I made $4 last month, and I joined for the new month. But for this week, I have no break. Yesterday I had to go out for a walk, and I got all my steps in yesterday, but I'm gonna have to do that again today before the end of the day.
So those of you watching, it's not through VIPKID, but there are so many great VIPKID teachers with so many different backgrounds. We have a wellness group, we have the health group from Micah, and there's just always something to do, always some kind of motivation or challenge to do. So make sure you go and find some communities to be a part of.
Right. Well, Micah's group he does a weight loss challenge. It is about health, and he talks a lot about good eating. His thing is get your rest, Miss Kasie.
I took an hour nap before this live.
So he talks a lot about sleep and making sure you get enough sleep. And I really appreciate his heart, because he really shows a care for the teachers, and he's not doing it to really gain for himself. And when we first started, he would meet up, like he'd say, if you need a Zoom call and you want to be encouraged, he would Zoom call people and just help them out. He had me on an app with some exercises, which I did, but it was hard for me to do that regularly because of my schedule. So the step bet worked better for me. Someone posted on the group to join the step bet challenge, and I have the Apple Watch. So that works better for me, because I can kind of do that in between regular life, so it works for me.
I had the wrong date, so I missed it by a day. Just because I kept procrastinating, procrastination nation over here. All right, so that's what I have. The famous 3 questions are the last ones. Are you ready for them?
Yeah.
Okay. What are some qualities of a good teacher?
Okay. Yeah. I think I've seen this question before.
Everybody that does an interview with me is going to have these last 3, so.
Okay. I think any good teacher is going to know the information.
Yeah,
First of all, make sure you know the information.
make sure you know the grammar.
Yeah, like today on my level 7, I have to go back. I don't know. I really messed up on my time for the level 7 classes. I'm like, here I am. I said I was a math teacher and I messed up on the time, but the second half is to the 28th minute, but you start at the 35th minute of the hour. So it's actually only 23 minutes long. So
So
yeah,
does the timer start over?
no, it keeps going. But like today I started at 6. So that means I would end at 2 minutes until the next hour,
Okay,
you know, and you have the 10-minute break in between.
right.
So it gets a little confusing. My first time I ended at minute 55 and I had to call the kid back and I'm like, wait a second, I have 3 more minutes.
Okay,
I
I'm going
was
to have
so
to figure
nervous.
that out.
I was so scared because I didn't want to break the Chinese law. And I quit 3 minutes early. So yeah, know the information, and just, you know, have a love for the students. You know, I like to, you probably know, I mean, I like to have fun and to kind of make light of situations, even though, you know, I have some really hard stuff going on in my life at the moment. But, you know, for me, it's good for me to look at, you know, the good things that are going on, and to try and connect with the students, and which is hard sometimes. Sometimes the kids are easier to get to know than others.
Yeah.
So yeah.
And especially now, giving them that 25 minutes of, you're here, I'm here for you, we're having fun.
Yes. And that was hard at the very beginning of the whole coronavirus thing. Your heart was breaking for them and you kind of didn't know what to do. But now we've talked about it enough that we really feel like we're meeting a need for them, giving them some interaction and something fun and something to smile about for at least 25 minutes.
Right?
Yeah.
Good. What do you feel are your strengths as a teacher? I think you kind of hit on that one.
Yeah, probably just being personable. Yeah.
Yeah, you're outgoing, fun. Okay, and what is your favorite teaching resources or professional development or book?
Okay, I saw that question. I did read the book Little Soldiers, and I haven't really read a book recently, unfortunately. But what I've been doing is I go to YouTube, I learn a lot there. Right now I'm learning how to make videos. I'm trying to, like, every time I make a video, put something different in it that I haven't put in it before. I try to look at other people's videos and say, what are they doing that I think is cool, and how can I improve my own videos? I do like to also take a break, you know, because sometimes I can get really into it and I don't want to stop. So that's where knitting is good. Knitting is good because you can, you know, kind of calm down a little bit. But I think, you know, having my teacher friends online is really cool because it's an outlet, because people in my real life really get tired of listening to me go on and on and on. So it's really fun. It's fun to be able to talk to other teachers and to relate, you know, to other teachers that are doing the same thing. That is an unexpected treasure of this job.
Because we understand what you're going through.
Yeah. And even when I remember Nancy Taylor, in one of the workshops that she did, I watched a video and she interviewed a few of the teachers that were pretty popular. I think it was the Journey in Las Vegas. And you know, it was just so amazing. Here, these people that we've seen on YouTube, they started the same way in a little back room and a little with a mat behind them and just not even knowing what they're doing. And the whole thing just grew.
Right.
And so I just think it's amazing. I just think it's really awesome to see the teacher community and how hard people work and how much they care for one another. It's been a blessing. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'd say that's my best resource is the other teachers and the willingness to share with others what they've learned and put it on YouTube, and we can all benefit from one another.
Yes. And Laura, was that question about feedback to parents for us? Or was that, did I miss something there? And Evelyn said, iPad saved me yesterday, and I made a video mentioning the HD app and Cindy's group in the video. Yeah, I liked that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that. Yeah.
Good. All right, so put your plug in for your channel.
Okay. So yeah, I have I started my channel. If you look at the very beginning, I did put a few videos up of my kids doing recital pieces. That's all I cared about, you know, just so I could share it around to family and friends. But when I started with VIPKID, I wanted to make videos about, I think I made a couple videos before I actually started the iPad group. But in my very first video, I went back and watched it, and I did mention the iPad. So it was like a thought. But a lot of my videos, I try to send people to the iPad videos, and they're not majorly professional because I made them way at the beginning.
Yeah.
But they cover just about what you need, and it's kind of conversational. So I have the iPad group, I have a playlist for iPad users, and I also have other VIPKID videos and lives. Oh, I do have a live on Saturday morning right after classes at 8:15 a.m. And I try to put something fun in there, like I played games. I have picked topics that are kind of away from VIPKID as well as VIPKID friendly kind of stuff. And so that's fun on Saturday morning at 8:15. And when we do have the time change, I will do it after classes at 9:15.
Good.
So, yeah.
Great. Well, you do actually have another question.
Okay.
What is your favorite prop? And I think she wants you to mention some feedback.
I am I'm on low battery. Evan,
okay. So really quick.
Get me the charger. Get me the charger quick. Right
really quick. Favorite prop.
I've been through this before with my iPad on low battery during a class. Okay, my favorite prop.
Oh, Laura.
I really love the props that Evelyn gave me. I used the stop sign today. I used the ear. Those are really cute. I'm not at my regular desk right now, but those are some that I use. I also have animal cards. They are like, I have like an animal as well as like a baby animal. It's got like, what is a baby goat called? Or what is a, whatever, you know, baby cow or baby pig, stuff like that.
Cute.
So I think that's going to work.
Good. And she said feedback. I'm not sure. Do you have any mentions of feedback you want to let us know?
In feedback, I was using Feedback Panda, but I've gone back to just doing it myself, and I use the slide that gives you a little bit of information about the video. Yeah. So that's been helping me with a little bit of content. And then I try to remember one or two special things about the student. And then I've been putting in, please do not forget to leave your 5 Apple parent feedback. Parent feedback helps me with my statistics for VIPKID.
Good.
So that's what I've been saying.
There's your veteran teacher pro tip there. So everyone should take that away.
I don't know if it's pro. I mean, my Apple rating is a little low, but this week I've gotten quite a few.
Yeah, me too.
5 apples. So
I just got some from November, so I don't know how they count those. That's the first time that's ever happened to me, but they sent one from November and 2 from December. So
I don't know how they average out the apples, because I don't know if they take all of them, like when you want to go for the raise, if they take the whole 6 months and average it through. I don't know, but that could be a ticket. Like how do you do that?
Great. So that's all I have for you, Cindy. Thank you so much for doing this.
Goodbye. I don't want to say goodbye.
Hey, but we have another live if you're going to be able to make it on Monday for our collaboration group. So
Right. Okay. Right.
So
Yeah. Actually, that's going to be a tough one. I might only be able to come for like part of it.
Okay. So we have Cindy's live on Saturday. Maybe she can make it to Monday. So come check us out. Got a bunch of great things coming up, a bunch of meet the teacher interviews. I didn't know they're going to be so popular. This is so much fun. So also, if you're a teacher and you want to come on here and do an interview with me, please let me know. Let me know in the comments or reach out to me, and we'll get you a time to go live also. All right, Cindy.
Thank you for watching.
Thank you.
And my VIPKID, the iPad users group is VIPKID iPad users group. And it's for people who use their iPad for teaching, or if they just want to use it for a backup. You don't have to be exclusive iPad user to be in that group.
That's
all right.
Because I have an Ethernet hookup, so I usually stick to the computer, but I've had to go to the iPad, especially in hotels. So
yeah, it works
Thank
well.
you, Cindy.
Okay, thank you so much, Kasie. Bye-bye.
Bye.